Hi.
So, you know how we were talking about doing a, like, why we were gone, life update, what's going on kind of video? Well, we're doing it. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but the why we were gone kind of started off with we had some really crappy roommates. So, a lot of things were going on. I think maybe the last time we saw you guys, we might have mentioned the fact that we were moving into an apartment. If I didn't, we moved into an apartment. We were there for like 3 months, but
It gradually got worse. It started out really well, and we were so happy, and the couple was happy to be able to have us move in, and then it just gradually got worse and more uncomfortable as it went on, and then eventually it got to the point where the girl, she complained to the landlord, and then the landlord came back and basically told us we had to move out by like 8 o'clock the same day.
At like noon on one day, I was at work and Brent was the only one home, and sorry, I'm keep looking at the camera. Basically she said, I want you out by 8 p.m. And first off, that's illegal. And second, so basically she expected Brent to have all of our stuff, because we had been living there for like 3 months. So all of our stuff gone in 8 hours.
And
then we called her out on it, saying it was illegal, and then she went crying to the landlord.
And you wanted them out by 8 o'clock, and the girl said yes. And then the landlord turned to me and said, okay, you need to be out by 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, this is all while I was at work. So after this went on, I got home, which, by the way, my shift ended at 8 p.m. So, like, that was already stupid. So I get home, and I don't remember if it was her or the guy. One of them turns to us and was like, so what are you guys doing here? Brent had to kind of talk for me a little bit with all the things that I kind of fed to him, because I told him basically what to say. But
she's a smart one.
But I knew that I was going to get too fired up. And when I get mad, I cry, and I was not giving them the satisfaction of me crying.
Well, I was going to put in a side note, because
okay,
we originally were going to sign a lease to be, 50-50 with the roommates.
Yeah.
But we sent in our applications, and the assistant lost them somehow, and we went back and asked for more, never got them. So at this point in time, we weren't on the lease. We weren't on the lease.
But she knew that we were there, and she was taking our money. So she was allowing the two we were living with to sublease to us. Like, she was allowing this. She knew this was going on. She knew we were there. So this apartment complex is super sketchy, like, as it is. Like, this was kind of all red flags for us anyway. So we were already planning on leaving. But, okay, so she went to the landlord again, and the landlord, knowing that we had already contacted the police on the matter, knew she was probably going to get sued, knew what she was doing was illegal, so then she... Okay, so the video cut out, I got a call, sorry about that. Anyways, the landlord issued them an eviction notice, which there are a few different kinds of eviction notices. Basically, it stated that they would have been evicted in 10 days if they didn't fix the problem, which was the fact that they were subleasing to us. So if we left before that 10 days was up, they got to keep their apartment, which I wish I would have known.
Yeah, they failed to mention that. They just said that they had to leave and that we had to leave, and that we had to leave within a certain amount of time. And we had all our stuff packed up, but they had nothing
packed. Had, like, nothing packed, and we knew something weird was going on, but...
And they were getting rid of stuff, but it was stuff that they already wanted to get rid of.
Yeah, like a broken futon.
Yeah, so they were just getting rid of stuff and...
Making it look like they were packing, and they weren't actually packing.
They basically lied to us.
Yeah.
And we both knew from the beginning when they first got it.
I knew something was up, but I didn't... I thought it was maybe a fake, so I took a picture of it. I thought maybe it was a fake eviction notice, but I didn't realize that if we left before that 10 days was up, they would have been able to stay. So it was this whole big, stupid clusterfuck of legal crap. But anyways, that's just, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I haven't really thought about it in a while, but she's just an awful person, and she was young, so she handled everything really childishly. She was like 19.
Yeah. Trying to have a kid, trying to get married.
I'm not saying that everybody who's 19 acts like a child. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that she was in an apartment. Her fiance is 26.
She just wasn't ready to do the things she was trying to do.
No, and she threw a temper tantrum. And whatever. The reason that we moved into that place in the first place was really just to help her with rent. Because her and her fiance are trying to save up for a wedding. They're trying to have a baby even though they can't even afford their rent.
It was essentially a win-win.
Okay, so I honestly don't know particularly where we left off, but...
the video cut out because she ran out of space. iPhones.
It's not really iPhones so much as I hoard pictures and videos.
Of me. Like, in stupid, like, she'll catch me at the dumbest moments. Like, I'll be making a face like this, and she'll catch it. But I can be like, get my good side. And she won't, no, never. It's like How I Met Your Mother. Whenever he's, like, in a dumb position, they try to get a picture of him. Yeah. But he's always like this.
Oh, yeah.
And always perfect. It's the opposite for me.
He's super photogenic.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Sorry. So anyways, I ran out of space, so I just had to put, like, 2 folders worth of pictures on my computer. So we should be good for 3 minutes or so.
Okay. So, that is what I'm dealing with right now with my laptop. So I'm going to try and fix it. So if I'm not paying attention, sorry.
No, he's not.
Yes, I am. So she'll tell you the story because she tells it better than I do, but I'm going to be fixing this so I won't be looking at you much.
Well, don't, like, knee me or elbow me in the face like you were about to.
Yeah, well...
Okay, shut up.
I gotta get this open.
Okay, so... I don't remember exactly where we left off, but long story short, crappy roommates, crappy legal situation, bunch of bullshit. Then we had to move all our shit out of there. So, other than that, let's see, what else is new? I told you guys in the last video, I chopped all my hair off. And I have a tongue ring, which I actually did film. I filmed right before I got it, and I filmed right after I got it, so you guys get to hear me with a lisp. Really, really bad lisp. So that'll be funny. I'll actually put up a video specifically on the tongue piercing. What are you trying to get out of there?
Screws.
Oh. I'll put up a video specifically on the tongue piercing, and I'll put the link somewhere in whatever corner it ends up in. One of these 2 corners. What else?
Do it in the middle, right over your face.
Brent!
I didn't do it.
Brent didn't have a license the last time we saw you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Brent has a driver's license!
Let me show you. Because I'm excited.
Just put your finger over the address. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep getting calls. I have recently been looking at schools to get my bachelor degree, and so since I'm signed up for a bunch of, like, schools, like, requesting information, I keep getting calls and text messages.
Okay.
So I'm really sorry.
I realize now that my driver's license has a lot of information.
Well, yeah, no shit.
That I don't want to share.
Well, here, let me see. Let me see it.
Well, like, you would have to, like, cover, like, this and this and...
Yeah, it's okay.
But no.
Brent got his driver's license!
Yee!
That's all I can show you.
And see, it was a huge, big, not so nice process.
Epilepsy.
Because, well, not only did I have to wait till 21 to get my license because of epilepsy, but when I got the paper license, they were going to send me a license in the mail, and I never received it.
Yeah.
And they didn't just give me a new license, they made me pay for it and everything because on their side it said it was sent and I never received one.
And the post office doesn't have it, so it got lost in the mail somewhere. And we still had to pay for the replacement. I mean, it was only $5.
Yeah,
but we still had to pay for the replacement.
It's scary because I don't know where it's at. Like, someone could have it. It's a huge possibility.
Well, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, all the information really that's on there is your name and your address, and your driver's license number, which, I mean, your driver's license number is kind of important, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. People lose their licenses all the time. And
it's better than a social security number.
Better than losing a social security card or something, yeah.
Which she knows, so she could take over my life.
I do know a social security number, but I mean, to be fair, I also fill out... Oh, it's a reflection. I also fill out all of his paperwork for him, job applications, school applications. I did his taxes for him, so, I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm not very good at lifing, so
that's what I'm here for. I teach him how to life.
I don't understand how to get this undone.
The keyboard?
Yeah. Is it
just try to find more screws.
Well,
so while he tinkers with that, so Brent got his driver's license, which is super exciting. And after he got his driver's license, we were still sharing a car for a little while. But with work and school and everything, that ended up being kind of a pain in the butt. So he bought a car, which is really exciting. He bought his first car. He paid cash for it. We got insurance. We got registration. Got everything taken care of, which reminds me, you need to call Progressive and get that car off. And then when you buy the Buick, you can get the Buick on. So he bought a car, killed the car.
Because there was no transmission fluid when I first bought it. I had no idea.
Okay, so he bought it from my dad, and my dad, what he does, if I haven't mentioned this yet, is, you know how people flip houses? My dad kind of does that with cars. He'll buy them, and they're usually kind of
beat up.
Yeah, they're usually kind of crap cars that he fixes, and then he sells them for a profit. Obviously, he didn't really sell Brent this car for profit. He just sold him the car for what he got into it, so not that big of a deal. But my dad, when he was testing it out and test driving it with Brent, there was no issues. And then it started getting to the point where you had to really kind of rev up the engine to get it to go, to get it to move.
To get out of the driveway. Normally, I'm sure you know, once you put it in reverse, it gets up and it goes. I have to get it up to 3,000 to 4,000 RPM before it even moves.
Which is an indication that you're low, pretty dangerously low on transmission fluid, but Brent didn't know that.
Which I didn't know.
So the transmission ended up busted, and it was the car. He bought the car for not even enough. He bought the car for less than what Kelley Blue Book ranked the car as. So he didn't pay a lot for it, and fixing the transmission and getting a new one would have cost more than the car was worth at this point. So no car. So we've been sharing a car for a little while again, and tax season is upon us. I just got my tax refund today. So Brent is buying my LeSabre that you always see us driving in, because my dad's selling it to him. It's actually my dad's, it's not mine. Brent's buying the LeSabre from my dad for a stupid low price. He's buying it for $500, and it's a really nice car. It works. It's comfy. He knows the car well, because that's what I've been driving for over 2 years now, probably.
Yeah.
Since I got back from Florida, I've been driving that car. And I moved away from Florida in fall 14. So, yeah, I've been driving it for over 2 years. So he's nice and used to it. So he's buying that, which means I needed a car because it wasn't actually my car. It was my dad's. So I just bought my first car today. Paid in cash, no loans, no nothing, because taxes. Thank you, taxes. Taxes and payday were both today. So that's really nice. So I just bought a car, and
yeah, she bought a drag racing car, owned previously by an Asian engineering student. So if that doesn't scream, it goes really fast.
It goes really fast.
I don't know what does.
It goes really fast, and it was a really good deal because I bought it from my dad, who bought it from this kid. Well, actually, no. My dad never owned it. My dad was just selling it for him, and the kid only wanted so much money for it. He just upgraded. That's the only reason he got rid of it. So I will show you guys the car pretty soon here. So we're adulting, and Brent's got CNA classes coming up soon. I'm working towards my bachelor's currently. Well, I will be starting summer. I'll be working towards my bachelor's. I'm studying pharmacy, so prior to actually going through and getting my pharmacy degree, I'm getting a bachelor's in biochemistry. So I'm starting that, which is why my camera keeps shutting off, because it's my phone and I keep getting calls from schools because I've been putting all my feelers out there. So we've got a lot going on, but I think that's pretty much the big stuff. We went to Florida in January. You guys saw the Universal video, which if you haven't watched it, I'm going to put it up in one of these corners, and I'll link it down below as well. Go watch it. we have a really cool ride hack for one of my favorite rides there, which was super awesome. And I just kind of show you, it's really just me talking and showing you around like Harry Potter stuff. But that's an exciting video. We're going to Arizona to see his parents for Father's Day in June. I don't think I was promoted yet at work when I saw you last. So I got the second promotion that I was pretty sure I was going to get. I did get that. So I'm now a manager, shift leader, supervisor, whatever you want to call it. I'm management. Brent kind of switches between floor and pharmacy tech. So he does get, it was considered a promotion. He gets paid a little bit more because he's cross-trained throughout the entire store and pharmacy. We have our pharmacy class coming up soon.
I know a lot.
We have our pharmacy class coming up soon, where we actually go and then we'll take the pharmacy technician board test and be licensed, which will be $1 an hour raise for both of us.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's an extra $80 a week, or $80 per paycheck. It's an extra $40 a week each. So,
nice.
So I mean, that's nice.
See, with $1 extra an hour sounds really nice, and then you actually put it into real terms, and you're like, yeah, it's only $40 extra, and then I'm like,
per week.
Man, and that's only $80 extra. I mean,
yeah, but $80 extra each after we both get our licensure. Yeah. So $160 between the two of us every paycheck.
Yeah, you're still making more money than me.
I'm always gonna make more money than you.
Yeah.
Not to be mean, but
she's always made more money than me. Our last job, she was my manager there. She's my manager here. I'm always your manager. Well, because you always start before me. If I started before you in this one, I think that I would have been shift lead before you.
That's not necessarily true. I only started a month before you.
A man can dream.
I only started a month before him.
Yeah, but you were there at the right time.
And I have prior management experience.
Well, that's because you were always there before me.
You didn't work at Claire's, and I was a manager at Claire's.
Yeah, well...
That was one of my jobs when I was a manager.
Like I'm going to work in a little girl store.
Hey, we had some not little girl things. It was a little girl store. It's one of the reasons I left.
Oh, man. And I can't get this keyboard up. Oh, wait a minute.
I think that's pretty much it. I think that's our whole big life update. I know this seems long. Don't worry, I'll edit some stuff out. I think that's it. But yeah, so we'll see you guys around. I want to do some different videos. We don't have a lot of exciting things in our life to vlog. So it's probably going to be less vlogs and more like specialized videos. Like when we get the proper setup, maybe some gaming videos. I want to do some, I don't know, maybe makeup videos. And I had some other ideas. Oh, I just like, talk on certain topics, like how I feel about certain things. Or how we feel about certain things. I have been looking
into certain programs that the Xbox needs. And I do have a few things in mind. I'm going to do a little bit more research and a little more reviews and looking at the reviews to see which one's better and which one's more suited for what I want to do. But hopefully soon I can get that going, and then I just got to figure out how to get it set up. So that's a whole nother beast in its own.
I totally forgot. I sell Mary Kay now. I'm a Mary Kay independent consultant. So I will be from time to time doing some reviews on new Mary Kay products that come out. And the cool thing with Mary Kay is that I did get permission from the company to review them in my vlogs and to do honest reviews. So when I do reviews of those products, I'm not sponsored per se, like nobody's paying me to do it, but I do sell Mary Kay. But I will be 100% straight up honest in my reviews. But honestly, I've been using Mary Kay for years, since I was little, because my mom uses it. I've never really used anything I didn't like.
Yeah.
Like, the products are really good quality products. I'm actually, like, under my makeup right now, I'm using a Mary Kay primer, which is less for holding your makeup on and more for, like, filling in pores. Like, we actually call it the pothole filler. There was one day, Brent has some pretty significant acne scars, and there's actually a day that me and my recruiter put it on him on one side of like where his acne scars are, and there was a difference. Like there was a pretty significant difference.
There was.
So it's called the pothole filler.
They're up
on
here,
the temple, yeah.
On the temple,
that's where we put
on
it.
both sides, and there was a pretty big difference.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some cool products. So I'll be doing some product reviews every once in a while. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions on anything with that, let me know. The only thing I can't do is I can't give discounts or like deals over my vlog. It has to be my registered customers are the only ones who can get my deals. So if any of you watching don't have a Mary Kay consultant and you want one, like I can always link my
Facebook?
website.
Oh, website.
I have my own Mary Kay website.
Oh, nice. You set that up.
I set that up months ago.
Oh.
I just don't use it. I don't use it a lot.
Shows you how much I pay attention.
That's okay. But like you can become my customer and get the deals. I just can't advertise deals on a large platform. It has to be to my customers. But I can review products, which is all I really wanted. So I'll do some makeup reviews, do some gamey stuff. It'll be fun. We'll kind of just see where this takes us.
I want to get my computer fixed so I can do different things, and that way.
And I want to build a computer because I used to play League of Legends a lot, and I don't play it anymore. I used to play it on a laptop with a trackpad. I didn't even have a mouse for most of the time, but I miss playing. And
skilled.
My laptop that I have right now is good for school, but it's not really conducive for gaming or even video editing. It's another thing I want a like real computer for.
This is good for Word and surfing the internet. That's it.
Well, it was $100 from our college that was selling them refurbished, which...
And obviously that turned out well.
It's okay.
I'll fix it.
It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, those are really just meant for school, not for light gaming or anything significant.
Yeah.
So that's all I got for you guys. It's good to be back. We'll see you a little bit later.
Bye.